everyone. This is Andrea from Streemly, and I'm really excited for my guest today because this is my co-founder and CTO, Megan Burtenshaw. I wanted to give you guys the backstory because I get asked this all the time, how we met and why we started Streemly. So let's go back to, 8 years ago or so when we were at our first B2B SaaS startup, Inside Sales, which is now Zant. And we were 21, right out of college, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to take on the B2B SaaS world. And I met Megan pretty early on, even though we worked in different departments and specialized in different things. We kind of clicked really quickly. We realized that we both wanted to start a company someday. We were both technical as well as very business-minded, and we loved operations. So we learned a lot from Inside Sales and the other companies we worked at. We worked really closely with the sales teams there, the VPs of sales, the CROs, etc. And from the experience we've gotten at Inside Sales, at Qualtrics, Lucid, Canopy, etc., we were able to start Streemly. And Megan, as like a 21-year-old, she actually created the first CPQ type tool solution at Inside Sales, now Zant. And this is before people called it CPQ. This is before it was really a thing. Megan, tell us why you created this tool. Walk us through the need and then how you did it. But just tell that story. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, sure. So it was actually really funny. The VP of sales at the time, and the head of legal at the time, both kind of came to me and was like, "Hey, we have a problem." I was a CRM administrator at the time, right? And they're like, "We have a problem. We need a better way to keep track of all the rules that we have for our contracts. And we need it within our CRM, and we need a way to make it easy for the sales reps to know, oh, I can enter this amount of pricing and it'll be okay. Or, hey, if this payment term is entered, then we need the finance team involved. Or if this legal term is entered, we need the legal team involved, right?" And so it kind of birthed the first time I ventured into building my own CPQ tool, actually. And so what I did is within our CRM, I built this little JavaScript app that would pop up a window where the sales reps could enter in all their line items, as well as enter in things like if they had an opt-out and if they had a longer payment term or not, right? And all the things that the finance team, the legal teams cared about, And then the cool thing is after they'd enter in all the information, it would automatically calculate the ARR and do all the math for you, right? And then it would figure out, oh, okay, based off of this stuff, now we need to get the finance team involved or the legal team involved, right? So that they could review it, and then once they would click approve, then it could move on the process. And then finally, the interesting part was they needed some kind of document generation to build this contract, and the issue is that at the time, there weren't any document tools out there that could dynamically do stuff. It's like they could do a static page and be like, it has this, but then if the length of the document changed, it would cut off the paper, right? So I built this web app that would take all the information from our CRM, put it into a web page that then they could print and use as a document and send for e-signature and everything like that. So.
Well, and I love that story because we were building Streemly a long time ago.
Yeah.
And what you described there in regards to the people that were involved, I know you mentioned the VP of sales, someone in legal, a few different decision makers. What you described right there was Deal Desk. Even though we didn't call it Deal Desk, but really, anyone can argue with me on this, but really, what you just described there was the earliest example of Deal Desk at Inside Sales.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to think about it in that context, because now it's becoming more normalized. It's actually a job title. Back when we started, there wasn't anyone with a job title Deal Desk, right? Mm-hmm. It was something that was reserved for the Fortune 500 companies. Now, do a quick LinkedIn search and you see a lot of people with the title Deal Desk Leader, Deal Desk Manager, etc. So that's been really cool to see. And I love the amount of passion you feel for this space. That's something that's one of the reasons we started this company in the first place, is because we knew we saw a better way to do things. Mm-hmm. I know you guys all hear from me all the time, but it's really fun to force my CTO to share all her knowledge. But from all of the experience we've had at the companies we've worked at, we've been able to be exposed to a lot of different sales models and what works and what doesn't.